Imagine you get home from work, it's 4:30, dinner's at 5. Can you build a high-performing bow? Let's go find out. First, here are our predictions. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. So my goal is to not rush the process. 30 minutes is quite a long time, but there's parts where I can rush it. So what I'm planning to do is go quick on the glue up, go quick on removing material at first, and then when I get to tillering, really slow down. So I'm hoping to get to tillering by maybe 10-minute mark. So here's my plan. I'm gonna do a board bow with hickory, probably 66 or 64 inch. And then I'm gonna use CA glue and accelerator to glue on a fiberglass backing. And then I'm gonna shoot for probably between a 35 and 45 pound bow. And then if I have time, I'll put on a handle and shape the handle, do an arrow shelf. I can shoot off my hand, but I prefer to have an arrow shelf, so we'll see how much time I have. I'll save that for the end though, if tillering's going good. That's my plan.
If you pull this off, I will be very impressed.
As far as the time frame?
Oh, very impressed, yeah, in the time frame. This is a painting my son drew me, and I like it because this is like the perfect picture of what goes on in my mind. So my plan for the 30-minute bow is to just go as fast as possible, 0 plans. I'm just gonna make it work. My prediction though is that I'm going to do a 72-inch hickory self bow, no backing, 40-pound bow, tillered perfectly in less than 30 minutes. Now that I know your plan, the way I see it is that if your glue up works good, you can tiller extremely fast pretty much because you have tons of forgiveness.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you screw the glue up,
then I'm gonna do what you're doing because I'm gonna have no backing.
There you go.
Exactly. Secondly, this is gonna be a no-cut video, so you can see exactly what we do, start to finish.
So Kaz just upped the ante. He says we have to build a bowstring during the process. This is more of a what's possible in 30 minutes type of video with using all the tools and all the equipment we can. But me and Kaz are competitive, so we're probably gonna compare and see who thinks did better, even though it's not a competition.
Right. Ready, set, go.
All right, you're on the clock. Wow.
Some fiberglass. Okay. Go ahead and bring this down.
You can explain as much or as little as you want.
Yeah, so I'm just using CA glue. Gonna get it all along the back here. Now use an accelerator and hopefully this glue up will be done in less than 5 minutes.
Isn't it crazy how much that spreads?
Yeah, quite nice.
Oh, interesting.
Go ahead, let that spread. We're gonna grab a weight. Just gonna set this on top after I use the accelerator. Should be good in about a minute. Or less.
Yeah, I will
Probably less.
refrain from
Okay.
commenting.
I'm going to put headphones in so that I when I
Nice.
use the power tools. Should be good. Maybe not so good. Guess we do that case. Well, now the question is, was it the accelerator or was it me? I don't know.
Should put the accelerator on one piece.
That's what I was thinking. Try the other side. You think it dried before I
Yep.
got there?
Yeah, you need the accelerator on the fiberglass.
Yeah. All right. I'll set this piece to the side because, yeah. Let's try again. Think it did it? A good glue up is really important. So, let's get the next thing ready. Well, that glues up. So I'm gonna cut the limbs down because they're like at 1 inch. Bring it down to maybe 1/2 inch. Come on, buddy. There we go. Okay. Just grabbing a tape measure. Better to leave it a little thick than a little thin. 1/2 inch would be too little, huh? We'll go about 7/8. Let's try that. We'll not test the fiberglass yet. If it falls off, we'll let it fall off later. Super glue on the hands. Yum. Okay. That would be the wrong way. That would have been funny. All right, we need to do a little layout work. Because I want to leave the middle thicker. We got 64 inches, so the middle is 32. Arrow rest will be here, if I have one. So that's center there. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. Edge of the handle, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's go another 2 inches for not a power lamb, but I'm just going to leave it thicker there because that's where it most commonly breaks. Let's take off a bit more. Yeah. The blade. It's floating. Why is it not tracking? You're getting real thin.
Can I give you advice?
I don't know.
Don't use the fence. Just eyeball it
Freehand
through.
it?
Yeah, just freehand it with a bow. Especially because your fiberglass isn't in line. Go for it.
Okay. Perfect tiller. Whoa. Boom. Nice. All right. Cut this off. That side's close enough. Okay, to the belt sander. Relax. breaker.
There, plug it in up there.
Thanks. Take it just a little bit too long to taper it, so I'm gonna go to the table saw. 13 minutes. without the backing. Doesn't faze us. Dokey. We gotta get a string on this thing. Healthy. Oi. Very good. You'll go this way. All right. 11 minutes, 45 seconds. Put a tillering string on this thing. That's going to be an interesting fact.
You can go above it.
Then you won't be able to really bend it, though. Guess we'll floor tiller.
You wanna pause to remove it?
It's all right. We can both go without.
Okay. No tillering tree.
No tillering tree. All right, might be closer to 25 pounds, but it's going to shoot great. .60" B55. Don't really care what colors. Good size loops. So I've got pretty fat. It should fit, I think. Let's test it right quick. Yeah, that'll work. 3 minutes? Cool.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Still got time to shape the handle. So basically, you're going to do what I did, except without the first 20 minutes of wasting time.
Well, I'm not sure if you wasted 20 minutes or 28 minutes so far.
28?
This seems productive what you're doing now, but...
You don't think it's going to shoot?
I think you can shoot an arrow from it. I just want to drop beyond like 16 inches.
Well, that's what we'll start.
I've been very entertained, by the way.
Good.
Scared for your safety multiple times.
I've been safe.
That table saw stunt really rose my heart rate. I was dialing workers' comp already.
If I would have gone no fiberglass from the beginning, I could have used a bandsaw to taper it at the beginning. That would have been nice.
Uh-oh. Less than a minute.
Well, this is done. Now, do I string it up?
I don't think you've got a choice.
Well, I could go work on the tiller.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see what he does.
Are we on time? All right.
Oh, goodness. You all right? All right,
Okay.
give us a quick recap.
All right. So what I did was put on a backing that didn't work, which made me use tools for a long time that I didn't need to use if I didn't have the backing. So if I could go back, I'd go no backing and go ahead and taper the limbs on the bandsaw and then go to the belt sander. But I spent probably 5 or 10 minutes on the belt sander, then just went to the table saw because I had fiberglass. I didn't want to use the bandsaw blade on fiberglass. So I think it could shoot.
Do you want to string it now or you want me to go next? Your string looks really good.
Thanks. Yeah, that's probably the best part. We'll take as many twists out as we can. Use a bowstringer. Bad idea?
Well, you can. It's just gonna slide like nobody's business on the flat long bow. So.
Man,
But you can put that loop over the limb to slide it up the limb, and
that's true. Save half an inch.
but then you're still have to pull it back. So you can call it now and finish this out later and make it a good bow if you don't want to break it. Like this bow can still be salvaged.
That's not what the video is about.
Okay,
I gotta
sorry.
get to dinner.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, dinner, 6 o'clock or 5.
Yeah.
My bad.
So I guess I could work on it after dinner.
There you go.
Come on, Hickory.
That bottom limb is looking sketch, but I think you'll get it strong at least.
Do what you're made to do. Hey, there we go.
There you go.
Not too far off, actually.
This is a good example of what it looks like when you're really starting to form a hinge.
Yeah, there is a hinge.
The longer it sits there, it'll just eventually just break on you.
You think so?
Yeah.
So better shoot it now or unstring it?
Yeah.
I'll unstring
Yeah,
it.
because everything else is just overpowering that one spot. Oddly enough, this limb looks pretty good too. Not really. It looks better than the other, at least.
All right, it's a bow.
Yeah, you got a string on it. That's when it goes from a stave to a bow. So you made a official bow.
30 minutes.
Good work.
Let's see what you can do.
Alrighty, let's see it. Okay, we ready?
Yep.
Boom. All right, so we're using this extra large stave. Did you have a pencil up here?
There's a
I got
Sharpie back behind you.
So this is 72, you said? Nice. Yeah, actually gonna need that. Choose a backing. Or not a backing, a back. So normally we have like 1.5 inches. This one's 2. So I'm going to take a little bit off basically of both sides completely. I'm doing a 3/4 width limb tip. I'll use your scrap piece of fiberglass. Is my mic still working? Testing, testing.
Yep.
I bumped it. I wasn't sure if I unplugged it.
I think it's good.
Okay. Just gonna mark out my taper lines. With a hickory bow like this, I'm just gonna saw and sand through everything. With the Osage self bow, I'm gonna follow the grain and the growth rings, but we have to grunt through the wood. We're not working with the wood today, really. Hickory's properties are good enough. We should be all right with that, though, and it sure makes for a faster build. Okay, that's what we're gonna start with.
Ouch.
All right, that way you don't have to look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now my taper's done. Now what we need to do is get our taper in the other direction done. So what I'm trying to do here is do all the tillering basically on the bandsaw as much as I can. So we're going to be going, there we go. At the handle is going to be slightly more than 1/2 inch for what I would like. Okay. I'll make sure I have my back established yet. Slightly more than 1/2 inch here. The reason I sanded these sides is now I can cut on them on the bandsaw. And then we'll drop to 3/8 of an inch here. Like that. Like this. And if you're trying to speed bow, I think getting it pre-tillered on the saw saves a lot of time. Okay, and then we're going to leave the handle full thickness. All right, 18 left. Where's the tailoring string?
By the tree. Might be on the ground.
I could have made the bowstring first. Used it as the tailoring string.
Yeah, that's true.
This might stretch too much. It often does with a tailoring string. Should be able to get something rolling though. Okay. Uh-oh.
You can use that over there, Kramer, to wind out your bundles.
69. I can wind it over here, Cass?
Yeah, you just wind. Go around this and then add an inch.
So this is for a 62-inch string?
63. Yeah.
Do you add tape measure? Good. $63, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and then add an inch, you said?
Yeah. And then you cut it at where that mark is on the table. Yeah. That's D97, that's B55. I don't know.
Perfect. Hybrid.
Hybrid string, there you go.
Don't do my hand too much. Don't want too much. This is the part I've been most nervous about getting done in time. I thought about doing a leather handle on my bow, but that was going to be my surprise.
You should finish it with the... Probably have time to put a finish on it.
Well,
if you don't do any more tailoring.
I think there's more tailoring that needs done, but... She's a little short. Oh no, it's perfect. Oh sweet, still have 5 minutes?
Still got 5 minutes.
Awesome. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I guess on this type of thing, Kaz, longer string's better than too short, huh?
Right. And twist it up.
Do you put the bottom limp or the first or second loop on this hook?
I'll put the bottom, the small loop on that.
So the first loop you twist it up?
Yeah.
I just don't have the, it's not gonna be long enough, is it? Do you just go off the back or?
Yeah, and you can do even further if you need. I think that's long enough.
I think that'll be long enough. Oh, thank you. I don't need a full 10 inches on the serving. Okay, you normally just hold this, huh? All right. I'm just not sure if I'm right at 40 or not. My serving's way off. Oh, you all right?
Yeah.
Still good enough I could shoot off of it. I just...
Can you?
Potentially. Okay, cool.
Oh, see, might have nailed it.
Yeah, I'm about 2 pounds too heavy. But we can fix that up with some 100 grit so it's a little smoother for us. What do you say? Where's the gizmo rub?
Here. Time.
Even got a finish on it. All right, that turned out pretty good. The downside is it's not a good idea to go fast with power tools. So I just bumped the sander.
That's true. That is true.
I was paying attention to
All right, let's see if it holds up.
something other than I should have. So, I mean, not too bad of a tiller for just a belt sander. Top limb is bending slightly more. I think we probably have a 1/4 inch positive, which is kind of what I generally look for. So, yeah, about 3/16 positive tiller. Let's shoot it.
Should we think about
You gonna shoot yours too?
Should we think about a thumbnail?
Mine's gonna shoot fine, Cass.
Well, I'm talking about
It's
mine.
not gonna break.
How about mine?
Yeah, let me take a shot first, though.
All right.
Yeah, my what's half of 70? 35? Yeah. Oh, I started at 35 inches. I didn't start at the second ruler. I got it.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean,
Shoot.
you wanna shoot it?
Sure.
It feels.
Yeah, it's not bad.
All right, your bow time.
My
Shoot your
bow
bow.
There it is.
Nice. All right, now it's time for the thumbnail. All right, bro, you got this.
Take a shot.
One clean arrow. Do you want safety goggles on?
You think I need them?
I think if it broke into your eye and poked an eye out, you'd regret not having them.
I'll take some safety goggles.
I've never had one break and hit my face, but...
Don't want it ever to happen.
Okay, one sec. It's like, okay, you're good to go. Oh!
Let's go!
Wait, this is actually like a good lesson of like, okay, so look at the break. What kind of failure do you think that is?
It's called a hinge, right?
Yeah, it's a hinge, but what's still the failure point on the bow?
What do you mean?
So you can see it lifted along the grain right there. So even with the hinge, with your fiberglass backing, it might still shoot longer.
Right.
Because you can almost create an intentional hinge with a fiberglass bow to make a faster bow. And so that's the failure point, was the backing here. It wasn't the belly. Hickory's great on the belly, so it can bend at that radius.
Yeah. It also broke along where there wasn't super glue. I don't know if the super glue was
on your side
helping at all.
Oh, that's interesting. It could provide a little strength.
Well,
I want to see it from this side. Okay, yeah. Look at that.
It does shoot.
It does. And your shot, like your grouping, was great. I'm showing the other arrows.
Right. No. It's only shot one.
All right, anything you want to say?
Well, I think we can both say we learned a lot. When you're working with power tools, be very careful. It's not a good idea to rush with power tools. I think I learned quite a bit that it matters how you make the first creation. So you spent time on your layout and all of that, whereas I didn't spend as much time on that. And the second creation was reflective of my first creation.
Yeah.
What's possible in 30 minutes? It's up to you.
But what's possible in an hour, do you think?
Maybe we'll have to try an hour.
Okay.
What would you have done differently if you had another 30 minutes?
If I had another 30 minutes, I'd sand it to smooth. I would find a pin that's not blue. I would put a leather handle on it. And I would shape the tip overlays more aesthetically.
Yeah.
But besides that,
about the same.
And I would get the serving in the center.
Yeah. Just a little off. So I guess your bow wins and my bowstring wins.
Your bowstring wins all day. I'd take your bowstring all day. All right. Hickory Stave, Shatterproof Archery.
Enjoy your dinner.